Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the presentation today of our awards for our 10th InnovateUNO program. We're happy to have you here, and the Office of Research is very excited to have host and another annual showcase of our research scholarly and creative endeavors here at the University of New Orleans. So as we get started, I'd like to acknowledge a number of people. We had 80 presentations given in this year's InnovateUNO, involving about 200 people who were either presenters, co-presenters, or judges. So the first group of people that I want to acknowledge are all of our presenters. We obviously could not have InnovateUNO without them, and our judges, because that's a crucial part of our program. In addition to those individuals, everyone who made a presentation had some sort of faculty or staff member. That's another critical group of individuals, and we greatly appreciate all of their participation. I'd also like to recognize the members of the Council on Undergraduate Research and Creativity, which is by Liz Sigler. That group has a major role in organizing our undergraduate students, as well as a number of people in the Office of Research who have helped put this program together. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the presentation of our awards. I'm going to start off with the Tolmas Honors. The Oscar J. Tolmas Charitable Trust has funded a number of programs at the University of New Orleans. In particular, we've had the UNO Tolmas Scholars program, which was initiated in 2018 and started with scholars in 2019. You can see in 2019, we had 45 scholars. We then quickly doubled that to 91 in 2020. And in 2021 and 22, our numbers were a little bit lower, and those are pretty much due to COVID issues. It was a little bit more difficult for some students to participate or some faculties to mentor students, so we scaled back just a little bit, but we've been able to keep up the majority of this program. These scholars who are undergraduate students complete 100 hours of paid work per semester in research, scholarly, or creative activities with a UNO faculty or staff member. And again, this program was made possible by a generous donation, several generous donations by the Oscar J. Tolmas Charitable Trust. Each year, we present an award to our overall top undergraduate presenter and our overall second place undergraduate presenter. The second place prize is $300, and the first place prize is $500. So these are pretty substantial, and again, these are made possible by the Tolmas Charitable Trust. So the second place winner, it's actually a group, is Yash Desai and team members Floyd Andrus, Oriana Gerhardt, and Brandon Smith, who gave a presentation from electrical engineering entitled Solar Power Jumpstart, with Parviz Raskufard as their mentor. And unfortunately, this group had class and exam conflicts, and they were not able to attend the award ceremony. But congratulations to them, and thanks for all of their hard work and good presentation. Moving on, the first place winner with a $500 award is Norman Bennett, who created an augmented reality experience, and he presented it in the visual arts category. And Norman is with us today. So Norman, if you could just give us a title and a couple of words and acknowledge your mentor.
Wow. So first, I just want to say thank you very much. Was not expecting that. My name is Norman Bennett, and I presented The Haunted Halls of UNO, and my mentor was Dr. Benjamin Samuel.
All right. Thank you, Norman, and congratulations. This topic area is actually a very important one for the future of education and work. So we will hopefully see a lot more of this kind of activity on our campus. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Liz Sigler, who's the director of our undergraduate research activity at UNO, and she's going to go ahead and make the undergraduate award presentations.
Hey, Melody.
So thank you, Dr. Tarr, and good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to announce the winners of the undergraduate awards. In addition to receiving cash prizes, undergraduate winners in InnovateUNO categories are invited to present in the University of Louisiana System's annual academic summit. The summit will be held virtually on April 7th and 8th, 2022. First place winners in oral, performance, film, and art categories are invited to present at NCUR, which is the national conferences on undergraduate research. And this will be held virtually on April 4th through 8th, 2022. So now moving on to the oral presentations. In the oral category, students presented for 15 minutes on a topic in any discipline. They were judged on concept, approach, and presentation. The top 5 winners are invited to the UL System Academic Summit. These winners include Wong Win, who presented in the computer science discipline. Wong, unfortunately, is working and could not join us. The title of his winning project was Prediction of Intrinsically Disordered Protein Regions Using Machine Learning Methods, and Tamjid Hoke served as mentor. Ashish Rijal, who presented in the computer science discipline, also won. Ashish could not join us today, but the title of the winning project was An Effective Machine Learning Method to Predict Residues of DNA and RNA Binding Protein, and Tamjid Hoke served as mentor. Our next winner is Jeffrey Herring, who presented in electrical engineering. Jeffrey also could not join us today. Many of our undergrad students are busy with work and classes at this time, but the title of the winning presentation was American Sign Language Translation Glove, and Parviz Raskafard served as mentor. The second place winner is awarded $100 and invited to the UL System Academic Summit. The second place winner is Lena Messina, who presented in the chemistry discipline. Lena, are you here?
I am. Sorry, my video is not loading. I think there it is.
There you are. I can see it.
Thank you so much. I'm really surprised. I did not expect this. Thank you so much for this award. I presented Dr. Tarr and my research in the genotoxicity of oil photo products in aqueous environments, and it's still ongoing. We're going to continue researching it further. It's very exciting. And so yeah, thank you so much to my mentor, Dr. Tarr, as well as to Dr. Schlachter and Dr. Liu of the biology department for helping me get set up in their labs. And of course, to the Oscar J. Tolmas Charitable Fund and the NSF for sponsoring this research. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lena, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Now, our first place winner is awarded $200 and invited to the UL System Academic Summit and also to NCUR. The first place winner is once again Yash Desai and the team. They presented in the electrical engineering discipline. Unfortunately, again, he is not here to receive the award, but the title of the winning project was Solar Power Jumpstarter, and Parviz Raskafard served as mentor. So now moving on to the visual arts category. In the visual arts category, students presented for 15 minutes on a work of visual art. They were judged on creativity, technique, and enthusiasm. This year, we're only awarding a first place prize in the visual arts category. The first place winner is awarded $200 and invited to the UL System Academic Summit and NCUR. The first place winner is once again Norman Bennett. So Norman, if you want to say hi again.
Absolutely. Thank you all again. I mean, this is awesome. It was definitely worth all the work for sure.
Well, thank you again, Norman, and really enjoyed watching your presentation. I'll have to come and play your game though.
You should.
and
Anyone's
also,
invited.
okay, yeah. And also to Ben Samuel, who was your mentor for the project. So looking forward to trying it out. So moving on to our performing arts category. In the performing arts category, students presented a work of musical or dramatic art. They were judged on performance and presentation. The second place winner is awarded $100. The second place winner is Autumn Montgomery, who presented in the dramatic arts category. So Autumn, are you here?
I am. Thank you. I presented 2 poems written as a Tolmas Scholar in spring 2021, and my mentor was Jade Herder. So I'd like to thank both my mentor and the Oscar J. Tolmas Charitable Fund for making that possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Autumn, and congratulations again. The first place winner is awarded $200 and invited to the UL System Academic Summit, as well as NCUR. The first place winner is August Lasang, who presented in dramatic arts discipline. August, unfortunately, was unable to join us today. The title of the winning project was Excerpts from I'm All Yours, A History of Women as Legal Property and the Modern Objectification of Women. And Kalo Gao served as mentor. So now the film presentations. In the film category, students presented on film. They either presented a film, screenplay, or a documentary that they had made. They were judged on concept, approach, and presentation. This year, we will only be awarding a first place prize. The first place winner is awarded $200 and invited to the UL System Academic Summit and NCUR. The first place winner is Sage Blackledge. Sage was finishing up a class and could not join us today. The title of the winning project was Mother's Always Right, a narrative short film project, and Katie Garagiola served as mentor. Our Privateer Choice Awards. The Privateer Choice Awards, we have the symposium attendees that may vote for their favorite presentations. Privateer Choice Awards are given to the undergraduate and graduate student presenters who receive the most votes from our privateer community. The winner is awarded $50. The undergraduate winner is, once again, Yash Desai and team. Congratulations to these folks for scoring so highly with both the judges and their peers. The title of the winning project was Solar Power Jumpstarter, and Parvi Rastakfard served as mentor. So congratulations to all of the undergraduate students who participated and won. And I will be reaching out to you regarding NCUR and the UL Academic Summit invitations. And now I will turn it back over to Dr. Matt Tarr, who will move on to the graduate awards.
All right, Liz, thank you for making those presentations and for all the work that you and the Undergraduate Research and Creativity Council do to help our undergraduate students get engaged in research, scholarly, and creative endeavors, both on and off our campus. Now we're going to talk about the graduate awards. And this is a very important category for 2 reasons. One, the graduate students have done excellent work and presented very well the summaries of their projects, but also our graduate students are also very often engaged in helping our undergraduate students in the research projects. So we acknowledge as a whole our graduate students and their efforts, both for their own research as well as the assistance they give to our undergraduate students. So now to move on to the oral presentations, We offer 3 prizes this year, and normally we only have a first and second place, but we had a number of entries, so we decided to go ahead and add a 3rd prize. And so this year, the 3rd place winner, who will receive a $75 award, is Mary Beth Kelly, who presented on her work in planning and urban studies. And I believe Mary Beth is with us. So Mary Beth, if you want to say a few words.
Yes, thank you. I'm actually part of the MPA program, the public administration program, though. Hello, my name is Mary Beth Kelly, and I presented response to COVID-19 and the distribution of the Paycheck Protection Program loans across counties. And I'd really like to thank my mentor and co-author, Dr. Van Holm, who has been supporting my research since I was an undergrad student. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you and congratulations. All right, we'll move on to the 2nd place award, which includes a prize of $100. And the recipient of this one is Chelsea Nelson, who also presented in a similar department, or the same department in a similar program. So Chelsea.
Hi, thank you so much. That's so exciting. My name is Chelsea Nelson, and I presented homeless voices across the nation, and I really want to really appreciate this.
All right, Chelsea, thank you for your work. Obviously, that's an important topic area, as all of the presentations are in important topic areas, but homelessness is obviously an issue that isn't very well addressed in our country, so we appreciate your efforts in that area. Our 1st place graduate winner will receive a $200 award, and the winner is Danielle Allen, who is from the chemistry department. And Danielle, can you give us a quick overview of your project and mentor?
Yes, thank you so much for this award. I did my project on what I'm doing research on, which is the synthesis and catalytic applications of a recyclable palladium ionic liquid encapsulated in halocite nanocomposite for green heck coupling reactions. And I'd like to thank Dr. Trudell, my mentor, and the rest of the Trudell group for all their support and guidance with this.
All right, thank you, Danielle, for your excellent work. And for those of you who are not chemists and are listening in, basically her project focused on methods that can have less waste and use less energy for producing products that are used in everyday activities. So it's also very important work. So now we're going to move on to our performing arts category. And we have 2 awards here. 2nd place for graduate student goes to Brian Rieger, who presented in the computer science, from computer science in our dramatic arts category. So Brian.
Thank you, and thank you for your patience. My name is Brian Rieger. I presented video games as drama. This is an honor. I want to thank my family. I want to thank UNO and Dr. Ben Samuel for providing a place for this sort of inquiry. Thank you.
Okay, so it looks like I only have a 1st place in my notes. Julie, is that, did we only have 1 prize in this category?
Yes, Brian received 1st place, not 2nd
Okay,
place.
sorry. We did not have a 2nd place awardee. So I went, we normally do the 2nd place first and then 1st place 2nd. But since there was only 1 winner in this category, we only had a 1st place recipient, and that was Brian. So he does get a $200 award. So there you go, Brian. More money than I initially indicated. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. The next item is the Privateer Choice Award, and this is a vote by people who viewed presentations. We had one of these in the graduate category and one in the undergraduate category. For the graduate category, the recipient of the Privateer Choice Award, along with $50, is Na Shafrin Sutar.
Hi everyone, I am Nausafrin Sattar. I am a PhD candidate in the Department of Computer Science, and my project was the shared memory parallel community detection using permanence on multi-core architectures. So I have been working with Dr. Sheikh Arifuzzaman, and I would like to thank him. And this project was also a collaboration with Lawrence Berkeley National Lab. So I would like to thank the collaborators as well. And thanks to all the supporters who have voted me. Thank you.
All right, thank you and congratulations. Now we're going to move on to what we call our engagement awards. These are given to people who have contributed to the InnovateUNO process through either mentorship or other types of activities. So the first award is going to our most named mentor, and this goes to either a faculty or staff member who had the most student presenters at InnovateUNO. And this year, the honor goes to Tamjid Hoke, who mentored 8 students, and he is from the computer science department. So Tamjid, if you want to say a couple of words.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Tar. Good afternoon, everyone. I support InnovateUNO because it helps build a more competent workforce by providing an easy, accessible platform. So performing quality research is not good, I think. And as the students are exposed to research through InnovateUNO early, I think this would help them become quality research in the future. So thus I try my best to encourage as much student as possible to participate in this program. Thank you.
All right, Tamjid, thank you. And we definitely appreciate all of the effort that you put in. We obviously appreciate all of our mentors, but mentoring 8 students is quite a bit of work. It takes a fair amount of time, and we appreciate your contribution. Next category is the MVP for faculty and staff, and these are this award is given to faculty members or staff members who did a little bit extra in viewing presentations and responding, putting up comments, making our virtual symposium a little more interactive. And that's a very important contribution. And so the faculty member that we're going to recognize, the first faculty member that we're going to recognize is Dr. Sherry Liu from the math department. And unfortunately, unfortunately for her students, maybe, she's proctoring an exam right now, but she did send some written comments, and I'll read those to you. She says, "I appreciate your organization of such a successful symposium. It gives students the opportunity and the platform to demonstrate their thoughts, work, and creativities. I enjoyed watching talks and learn from areas that I'm not familiar with." So we definitely appreciate her enthusiasm and commitment. So the next one that we're going to recognize is Dr. Ben Samuel from computer science, and Ben is with us, so I'll let him say a couple of words.
Great. Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you, everyone. I'm honored. My name is Ben Samuel from computer science, and I really love InnovateUNO for so many reasons, not the least of which is it allows students to individually follow their passions, be they research-based or creativity-based or anything, and then to share those individual passions in this community setting, which I think is simultaneously motivating for themselves to push forward and to actually follow through with work that otherwise might have just remained pipe dreams in their minds, and in so doing, inspire others to do the same. I think it's this really wonderful rising tide that lifts all of our ships. And so thank you, Matt, thank you, Liz, thank you everyone for making InnovateUNO what it is.
All right, thanks, Ben. And I should mention that Ben is being recognized for the number of comments and interactions he had during our symposium forum. And Dr. Liu, who was mentioned, had the most presentations that needed. So she watched quite a number of presentations. We do have a second faculty member who also is being recognized for engagement in posting and interacting with our InnovateUNO presenters. And this one is Dr. Sarah Black from the psychology department. Sarah?
Yes, hi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this award and the opportunity to help out at InnovateUNO every year. And, I just want to say that I think that, similar to what other people have said, this is a really wonderful opportunity for students to really get a first, pass at trying research. I think the best way to understand if you like research and to understand what research is to do it. So I'm really grateful that UNO and the Office of Research provide such a forum for that. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Sarah, and thank you for your commitment to these programs. Next, we're going to move on to our undergraduate students who had the most engagement in the InnovateUNO program this year. And the first one is the one who watched the most presentations among students, and this honor goes to Nayan Holadar.
Hello everyone, this is very exciting. My name is Nayan Holadar, a computer science student at UNO. My research work, protein-protein interaction prediction using hybrid feature extraction and the state-of-the-art attention mechanism. I'd like to special thanks my mentor, Dr. Tamjidul Haq, and my collaborator, MD Wasibu. The most rewarding part of this journey is by seeing other students' works and their research and do amazing things that I enjoy being around. Thank you again, InnovateUNO, giving me this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, and thank you for that sentiment. That's exactly what we want to gain out of these programs, is to give students and faculty members and other staff members, et cetera, the opportunity to not only share their accomplishments, but also to interact with other people and discuss the importance of their work. So we do have two students who had the most engagement in our forums. And the first one that we're going to recognize is Talon Washington.
Hi, everyone. My name is Talon Washington. I presented rare earth elements in the Mississippi Sound. And I'd like to give a special thanks to my mentors, Dr. Alan Schiller and Amy Moody of the University of Mississippi. And all the presentations were amazing, so I just couldn't help but to engage.
All right, great, thank you. And the next student who was equally engaged in the InnovateUNO forums is Arwa Ibrahim.
Hi, thank you so much for the recognition. My name is Arwa Ibrahim. I presented COVID-19 academic performance. I'd like to give a thanks to my mentor, Dr. Sam, and my fellow teammates, Serena Grant and Bion Freeman. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your involvement and posting and making, again, Innovate to be a little bit more interactive than it otherwise would be due to the online version that we had to do this year again. So I do want to mention it's not on the slides, but we are going to give a small award to each of the MVP people. So you'll find out how much or what it is when it gets to you. So just stay tuned. We will recognize you with a small token. At this point, there are a number of people that I want to either thank again or thank for the first time. Again, the mentors are a critical part of InnovateUNO. Without them, we certainly would not be able to run this program. Obviously, our presenters, whether they're students, faculty members, or staff members, are critical. Judges spent a lot of time viewing all of the presentations and very carefully rated them. And that was how we were able to come up with our awards. Also, the Center for Undergraduate Research and Creativity, also, as mentioned before, led by Liz Sigler, played a key role in engaging on students. The Office of Research staff, a number of people in the office contributed substantially to coordinating the InnovateUNO program. And finally, I want to acknowledge Julie Landry, who you don't see her, she's behind the scenes, but she's the person who very carefully put together all of the platforms, organized all the judges, organized everything. And as usual, she's done an excellent job. So thanks to Julie. Thank you to everyone for attending today. And we look forward, hopefully, to a I said this last year, so maybe I shouldn't say it this year, but we look forward to next year, maybe going back to some in-person events for our Innovate UNO. In the meantime, I hope everybody stays engaged, and please contact us at the Office of Research if you have any questions or want to get more involved with research or creative work. Again, thank you all. Have a great day.